What's up guys, how are you? My name is Abdul Muiz. Okay, so in this video I'm going to be telling you about how does APU does their assessments, the final exam, how much percentage do they have, and what about the assignments and everything. Because I get this question a lot from students who contact me on Instagram that what is APU's academic structure and how does all that work. So in this video I'm going to be explaining all of that, and I will actually show you my module descriptor for one of my module in this semester. Like how much is the individual assignment percentage, what is the final exam, and what is the workshop and everything. I'm just going to explain all of that. But before we get into that, this video is sponsored by Tutors Academy. They are an institute which are doing assignments for students. I'm going to show you their WhatsApp or their website. Okay, so welcome to Tutors Academy, your ultimate assignment help solution. So basically you just text them, and whatever assignment you have, you text them that you need help with this, and they will help you on that. And they are very punctual on their deadlines and stuff. They abide by their deadlines. You say online course assistant, lab report writing, they can do your lab reports, your articles, let's say your resume, your CV, and admission essay, proofreading and everything. This is their stages. Send your assignment, get a code, negotiate, a writer completes your assignment, you receive your assignment, you make the payment. Okay, that's good. So basically you receive your assignment and then you make the payment. And then they guarantee grade A, 0% plagiarism. That is really good for students, because university, we're using ChatGPT, but if you get caught using ChatGPT, that's not good. So I'm going to put their link in the description. You can text them and whatever help you need with assignments, because I know students in APU, they're struggling sometimes with the assignments. Sometimes they're tough, sometimes they're too much, and you don't just have the time. Like even if it's easy, we don't have the time. Like in the first semester, we had an assignment, a lab report of 4,000 words, and we were supposed to write that on Microsoft, MS Word, MS Office. We were supposed to write that on that, and it took like a really long time to my friends. Even with me, it took me like 54 hours, and sometimes you just don't have the time. So text them. I'll put the link in the description. Okay, so let's get on with the video. So APU has two steps of their academic structures in two steps. One is in-course assessment, one is final exam. Final exam will always be 50%. Okay, so let's say whatever course you have, if it has a final exam, then it will be 50%. But the in-course will also be 50%. And in order to pass, you need to get 50% of your in-course, meaning let's say if it's worth 100 marks, you need to get 50 marks in all your in-course assessments and 50% in your final exam to pass the whole module. Okay, so basically 50% in everything. If you get that, then you pass the whole module. Okay, so in course, sometimes if you have a lab test, lab quiz, a class test, quiz, normal quiz, it will be, the lecturer will tell you that this word is worth let's say 10%, 15%, 15%, 25%. It's like that. So in this semester, I have a workshop, and I also have, just a minute, I'm just going to open it up. I have an individual assignment which is worth 40% of the whole course, and 10% is the workshop. So these two assessments will be my in-course assessment for this semester, and then I have final exam which is worth 50%. So this whole makes 100%. So I need to pass the individual assignment very nicely along with the workshop. Then even if I do bad on final exam, then I can still get decent marks. I can still get like a grade B, hopefully. Like even if I do bad on final exam, because sometimes that's hard. But in course in APU, it's really easy, guys. Do not mess it up. Do not mess it up. I repeated the third time. Do not mess up the in-course assignments. They are very easy, because the teachers will be there. They will be helping you. The students will be there. They will be helping you. It's not difficult at all. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the module descriptor, how it looks. Okay, see, this is practical exam. It says 50%. Then workshop, it's supposed to be 10. She got it wrong. And then I have individual, which is 40%. So this type of individual assignment, if you don't know what's going on, if you're having some trouble, you can contact Tutors Academy. So that's how it works. Okay, so what happens, let's say if you fail a test or fail a lab report or something like that. So it depends on how much percentage it has. Let's say if you have 3 in-course assessments, one is a lab test, one is a class test, and one is a quiz. Let's say your lab test is 15% and your quiz is 20%. Okay, and the third one is 15%. So if you fail the lab test, which is 15%, you can still do good on the others, and you can still pass the in course as a whole. You need to pass in course and final exam as a whole. Must pass this. If you fail the in course as a whole, then you will have to resit. So don't go into that. Don't go into reset. It's a headache. Even in final exam, sorry, even in final exam, you need to pass it so that you can just smoothly go through your semester. Otherwise, you will be resitting everything. And if you fail the whole in course, or and I think possibly the final exam too, or just fail the final exam, then they will ask you to resit the whole semester or the whole course with all attendance compulsory. And one more thing about resetting. Let's say if you fail, even if it's really easy, and the next time you get it all right, like 100 marks out of 100, you will only get 50 marks. You can only pass when you resit. They will not give you more marks, so it will lower your GPA. So make sure that you do not go into resit. Okay, you just pass it in the first go. That's how APU learning academic schedule and everything is. But it's really easy. It's not a problem. I mean, so far I'm doing electrical engineering, and I just study one day before the exam, even not even one day, I mean just some hours. And for in course, I will just revise it on the spot before the test or before the assignment, even when we have presentations and stuff. Some students who have problems about anxiety and stuff, they have stage fright, then they would get, I mean, nervous. But for me, I mean, it's really easy. So just focus on all your skills, have a good time in the university, enjoy your life. That's it for today's video. See you in the next vlog. I will be making an apartment tour of my new apartment. I have shifted to One South recently with my friends, and it's a decent apartment, everything. I will show you all of that. So that's it for today's video. Take care. Allah Hafiz.